Now we're in December, I think I can finally use the C word and talk about Christmas. Now, you might not think that Christmas or the festive season has anything to do with your career, but there's lots of opportunities and lots of pitfalls around this time of year in our careers. So I wanted to talk a bit about winter wellness and how to take care of ourselves and avoid silly mistakes this time of year. One of the first challenges is just this is the time of year when people get ill. We get colds, we get flus. And one of the things that can really sabotage your work and get you off track is just having to take time off if you're not well. Now, as well as being a career coach, I'm also a nutritional therapist. So the immune system is something I know a lot about. And one of the biggest things we can do this time of year to help our immune system is to stay warm. So this is where if you have access to a sauna, that's an amazing thing to use at least once a week. But it's also why taking time to exercise is so important, because it raises our body temperature and that boosts our immune system. Now, when we're busy socialising around Christmas, we might not feel like doing our usual exercise routine. We might not have time, but even just 10 minutes a day, don't be a perfectionist, just take time to move and get your heart rate up. It can really help your immune system. Obviously, things like taking vitamin C, vitamin D, they're really helpful. So take your multivitamins as a bit of a backup plan. And then we need lots of fruit and veg. And again, with festive eating and we're eating out a lot more and we're maybe eating comfort food, we might miss out on as much fresh fruit and veg as our body needs. So this is where I really like to start my day with a veg juice or a green smoothie. So just make sure you have a really healthy breakfast full of fruit and vegetables each morning. And then whatever state you're in, that's going to help you have a better day and help your body. So the first thing, yes, avoid getting sick. But the second thing is just generally our energy can be depleted. Partly it's the time of year, it's the lack of sunshine, but also socially we might be going out, lacking sleep. We've got end of year deadlines, we might be a bit stressed and worn out. So what do we need to do to boost our energy this time of year? Well, sleep is super important. So if you are going out socialising more, prioritise a couple of nights a week to stay in and go to bed early and make sure you get a good solid 7 or 8 hours. We can actually catch up on sleep. So even if you're a bit sleep deprived at the end of one week, catch up over the weekend. Also, again, multivitamins, B vitamins can really help boost our energy. So make sure you take those rather than just relying on caffeine and sugar. Now, alcohol can really deplete our energy. So again, if you're having a night of drinking the night before, make sure again that you're taking some B vitamins, maybe even some creatine, which can really help boost recovery from a night out to boost your energy the next day. Now, on the topic of alcohol, obviously this time of year, people tend to drink a bit more. And so if you are someone who drinks, you just need to drink smart. So first of all, really get to know your body and which alcohol agrees with you the best. And by that, I mean, you don't get too drunk too quickly and embarrass yourself at the Christmas party, but also that you don't get a terrible hangover. And this is different for different people, but if you find you're better on spirits, clear spirits can be a lot easier. Some people feel better having tequila. Some people actually are better with wine because they pace themselves. Just get to know yourself and work out the alcohol that you're comfortable with. Pace yourself. So try and alternate an alcoholic drink with a soft drink. And before you go out, drink lots and lots of water ahead of time. Now, if you find yourself flagging during an evening out, this is when we make the really common mistake of drinking more. This isn't your cue to have shots. This is actually your cue to order a coffee or a Diet Coke. Something with a bit of caffeine in will give you a boost and actually help you get through the night. And it can even sober you up a bit. And, most bars will happily make you a coffee or sell you something a bit caffeinated. So don't make the mistake when you're flagging of an evening to drink more. That's actually your cue to stop. And you want to stop drinking ideally 3 hours before you go to bed to give your liver the best chance to deal with the alcohol. So you might also pick a time in the evening where you're going to stop drinking, switch to soft drinks. No one will really notice. Now, the final thing about this time of year is there are some work advantages to be had if you're in the office. People are often a bit more relaxed over the Christmas period. They might be feeling a bit more social. So you've got a chance if you bump into a senior colleague to have more of a friendly conversation with them. So take the chance for both internal and external networking. So go for coffees with colleagues, have a chat with them, find out what's going on with them, what are their plans over the Christmas season. It's a chance to build a bit more of a personal relationship. But also often we get invited out to functions with clients, with colleagues. So do take advantage of that and go, because it's a great opportunity to, again, to network, to meet new people, to just show your face and be more visible. Another thing you can do if you're spending time in the office over Christmas is get on top of your to-do list, clear down your inbox, and generally have a bit of an admin tidy up. And this can help us start the year feeling a bit more in control. You might even want to plan your first week back in the office and think, okay, what are some of the key things I need to do, or key projects to kick off, or key people to email and contact? And then when you go off on your holiday, you're going to feel in control. You've got your to-do list for when you get back, and then you can really switch off. Because one of the benefits of taking your holiday is to give your brain a break from work. So put in place whatever you need, whether that's a good handover, a checklist, put on your out of office, to make sure that over the Christmas period, you can turn your phone off, you can ignore it, and you can be present with your family and friends. I hope those tips help you have a healthy, festive season. And for when we get there, I wish you a very happy Christmas.